While discussing operators, we encountered certain conditional statements. Over here we'll be covering those. The first one being is if-else conditional statement, and the other one is switch. The if conditional statement evaluates an expression, and if that expression is evaluated as true, then the code inside that if block gets executed. We have another version which is if-else. So if the condition is evaluated to true, the if version will be executed. Otherwise, the else version gets executed. We also have if-else-if conditional statement. In that case, the if expression is evaluated first, and if it returns false, the else-if condition is evaluated. And even that, in case returns false, the else block gets executed. If we have a lengthy chain of if-else statement, that gets too complicated to manage. To sort that out, we have another conditional statement, that is switch. Switch can be used to select one of the many blocks of code to be executed. Let's go ahead and check these out by some code examples. So over here we have two variables, number 1 and number 2. As you can see, we are making use of the comparison operator over here. If number 1 is less than number 2, then we are writing this statement. So as you can see, the condition inside the if expression, if it evaluates to true, then this statement gets printed. Similarly, here we have if and else condition. So if the expression evaluates to true, this statement gets executed. Otherwise, the else block gets executed. The third version of this conditional statement is over here. You can see that we have marks as 100 and marks obtained. Now if marks obtained is greater than or equal to 80, then we are saying well done. Else if marks obtained is less than 80, that means work hard. Otherwise, concentrate on your studies. So here we are seeing usage of if, else conditional statement. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the switch statement. Here we have marks in history as 80, and you can see that we are passing that variable inside the switch statement. So switch marks in history, and then we are defining cases over here. If case equals 80, then this line gets executed, and then the switch statement completes itself. If it does not match 80, whatever value we have over here, marks in history, if that matches 70, then this line will get printed. If none of the values are matching to any of the cases that we have defined, the default one gets executed. We have another version as well of switch statement. Let's take a look at that as well. Here you can see that if case is 80 or case is 75, in both these cases we are saying document.write well done, and then only the statement is breaking. So if we are having marks in history as 80 or 75, this statement gets executed. If we have marks in history as 70, this line gets executed and the switch completes itself. Otherwise, the default gets executed. You'll notice the use of keyword break over here. Now if we won't be applying any breaks over here, we'll be speeding down to other cases down the line. So whatever case we have matched, as you can see over here, we are not having any break for case 80. So it will execute for 80 as well as for 75. So that's why we have to put a break wherever we want to complete the switch. So that way we have if, else, if conditional statement and switch conditional statement in JavaScript.